Alright, welcome back everybody. So this one is gonna be say Chile Verde take 2. So I did it once before with one of the back straps from one of the hogs that I shot here recently, and it was pretty salty. So I got a little bit of different approach I'm gonna try this time. I'm gonna do it with fresh poblano peppers, fresh tomatillos, and I'm actually gonna put those on the grill and let them get a little bit of a smoke flavor, fresh garlic, and then I'm gonna refrigerate it. For some reason, it seems like whenever I cook something on the grill or smoke it, the next day that smokiness, that flavor is I don't want to say stronger. Stronger is a bad word for it, not the right word. Robust. It's a little bit more robust. So I'm gonna smoke the veggies, refrigerate them overnight, and then I'll finish the process. Get the back strap all cubed up and everything. So it's pretty late. It's almost 10 o'clock at night. Have some things going on today. So I'm gonna kind of whip through this, take you along, and as always, appreciate you checking us out, and like, comment, subscribe, and of course share. And as soon as I get everything up and going, check in with you in a few. Alright folks, and we are back. And really quick, I'm gonna get these tomatillos. I'm gonna get them sliced in half. I'm gonna slice up these poblano peppers and then the garlic. And I went a little heavy on the garlic. I just happen to be a garlic lover. I'm a fan of garlic, so I actually may add just a little more big one just for the heck of it. So I'm just gonna slice all this up and then go get a good fire on the grill. I have some cherry wood and I have some hickory. I'm thinking hickory may be a little bit strong, again, I don't like the word strong, but a little too robust. So I may use the cherry just to add a little bit. This is probably one of the best investments I have made. This old timer knife. It's done me really well. I have 2. Very, very sharp, and a knife wouldn't be complete. A glass of red always, but I had to use my 101st wine glass, 2002 field artillery ball. I can't believe it's been over 20 years. Guns of glory, some of the best days of my life, and a few folks watching this will be able to appreciate it with me because we shared a lot of good experiences together. So, all right, enough jibber jabber. I have never dealt with any of these before except for the garlic, so I'm kind of finding my way through this as I go, but it can't be too awfully difficult. So get these all skinned out, and get them give them a good rinse too. Skin them and rinse them, and then get them sliced and ready to put on the grill for a little while. Instead of roasting them, so I'm gonna put them on the grill and I guess kind of cool smoke them instead of putting them in the oven and roasting them. Trial and error, see just how it works for me. These rinsed off. Cut that garlic dry. It's good to go. It needs two. More paper towels. So it is my understanding that these poblano peppers are not very spicy, and that's actually what I'm looking for. I love spicy food, but I am not the only person that's going to be eating this, and everybody's not as much a fan of the spice as I am. So I've never dealt with poblano peppers before. Anybody had an experience with them? Drop me a comment. Let me know what you think about them, or let me know if you have a particular, maybe a pepper of choice that you like to go with when, like I say, you want something that has you want that pepper flavor, but maybe not necessarily all of the kick, the spice that comes with it. So drop me a comment. Let me know what some of your go-to selections are there. So I'm just slicing the garlic, so when I get it onto the grill, it'll have somewhere for the smoke to kind of take to. And I'm just slicing these in half. And this knife, man, this is an excellent knife. I wish I had a mind when I got them. I only got two. I had a mind when I got them to get more. Then I found them on sale for, no joke, about $10 a piece, and I didn't pull the trigger. They all sold out. Well, first, then the price jumped back up to about $25 or $30 each, and then they sold out, and I haven't seen them since. But I will definitely, the next time I see them, I'm definitely going to jump on that, because this is an excellent. It's like just the right size. I have pretty good sized hands, but I don't feel like it's overwhelming. And I have the other one, which I'm not going to use to cut the veggies, but the other one I actually used to field dress the last that 9-point deer that I shot. And I mean, it was just a breeze, man. It was so easy. So definitely a good piece of gear. So I'm just gonna put these halves in here with the open side up, and since they won't be going directly onto the grate of the grill, I'm hoping by leaving them open side up that they'll be able to, like I say, to kind of soak up, kind of absorb some of that lovely smoky goodness that I'm going for. It's full, but this garlic can go in there also. And I'll probably, because at the end of the day, I do want them cooked. I'm just not roasting them. So I'll probably flip them a couple times while they're in there. All right, and now let me see what I can make happen with these peppers. So my question is, I wonder if I should cut the ribs out and take the seeds out. And I'm probably guessing yes. Yeah, that's probably my best bet. Same thing, I'll put these in here, basically open side up, let that smoke and that hardwood flavor just kind of penetrate, kind of soak up in there. At the end of the day, these are just gonna get with the tomatillos, they're going to be pureed. So really no specific way of cutting them or anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be a particular size, as long as it can fit into the blender in order to puree. So really just kind of cutting them in half so I can get the ribs out, and then get those seeds out. It's really my biggest the objective for this. So to be honest, because they're getting pureed, I probably could get away with leaving the ribs in there, but I think they're kind of bitter. So all right, let me see this one. Yeah, that's fine. And the last one. Alright folks, so what we have now, I'm going to throw this stuff away. I'm going to get a good fire going. Actually, it's not going to be a fire. I'm going to get the just get the grill lit and get a nice light smoke going, and then put this on. I have no idea how long they're going to need to be on there. Again, trial and error. So we shall see. But thank you all. Thank you all for, as always, checking us out. And gonna get on to the next part. All right, just giving them a check, and God, I wish you guys could. This smoke smells amazing, but these peppers smell so good. They're starting to brown a little bit. I'm gonna put them on the bottom here, just let them go a little bit faster. Then I'm put them back on top. Then I'm probably gonna flip everything and give it a little while longer. But man, those things smell good. All right, still at it. All right. So I just pulled everything, and the one thing these videos, they just don't do justice to the way everything smells. These peppers smell amazing, and the smoke that I was able to get on there, man, these things smell good. So I'm going to I just rinsed the cilantro. I'm gonna just chop it. I'm just gonna actually just cut it. I'm not even gonna chop it. It's gonna be still pretty coarse. And then I'm gonna puree everything and let it cool. And then I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator and let it sit overnight. And from there, tomorrow morning I'll get up and prepare the back strap that I have. I can't find my knife. I'll trim up the back strap that I have, and then get everything cooking nice and slow. Get the meat really, really tender and see how it does. Alright, so this cilantro, I'm just gonna cut here. Man, I don't know. I'm not even gonna worry about the stems. I know there's some stems in there, but hopefully when it gets to the blender, it'll chop everything up good for me. So I'll get that in there. Peppers in there. I love garlic. All right, folks, so that's gonna be a wrap for tonight. I'm gonna let this cool for a while. Go take a shower. By the time I come back, it'll be cooled down pretty good. Throw it in the fridge, and it's right at midnight, and I am beat. So we will get back to you tomorrow morning. Finish this process. I'll get the back strap out, get it trimmed up really good, get all that fat off of it, get it cubed up really good. I'm going to brown it on the stove. I started to smoke it, put some smoke on it also, but I didn't want to overdo it, so I'll get that browned up on the stove. Of course, garlic butter is my go-to, so get it browned up with a little bit of garlic butter, and get it to cooking down slow and low, and we'll see how take 2 is for the chili verde. So stay tuned and stand by. As always, you know, we appreciate you checking us out. Like, subscribe, comment, share, all that stuff, and we'll get with you for part 2 in the morning. See ya. All right, welcome back. Yep, still morning. Welcome back and good morning. So everything was good last night. I'm gonna get this this pork back strap trimmed up really good, cube it up. I may throw it on the smoker just for a little while. So I tasted the puree. It's got a pretty good flavor. Not quite as much smokiness as I was looking for. Then I used the cherry, which is relatively light compared to like the mesquite and the hickory. So I may throw the pork chunks on there maybe for like 45 minutes, an hour, with just one chunk of hickory, and maybe get some smoke on it. That's if I can beat the weather. So in any case, either way, We are up and at it, so stay tuned and we'll get this thing going. Thanks for checking us out. All right, so I just got this this back strap rinsed off, so just gonna dry it off here, pat it dry, and then trim off, get all this fat and stuff off of it. If I had been thinking, I wouldn't have thawed it completely, because I found I had an easier time trimming when it's just a tad bit, not frozen, but still pretty firm. It made it really easy to get everything trimmed off of it. So first I'm just here. Yeah, this is gonna be much different without it being still frozen a little bit. Trust that. This knife again, man, I can't say enough about this old timer knife. Even with the meat being not as firm, not as solid, it still makes it a relatively simple task. I know some of this will probably cook down in the slow cooker. I know that wild game, the fat on wild game is not quite as the same as the fat that you would be used to with store-bought meat. So I don't want to leave a whole heck of a lot, but I know I'm not going to be able to get every single piece either. So, and then these tendons, I'll pull those tendons out because they're pretty tough. I'm gonna call it good on this smaller piece. And the bigger one, as you can see, there's quite a bit of fat on here that needs to be removed. idea is to do it without removing very much meat. Try to lose as much meat as little meat as possible. It's kind of hard to judge how thick this fat is in some places. The other thing about the fat on wild game is there's probably no quicker way to dull a good knife's edge. For some reason, maybe it's just because it's so tough, but it does a number on these knives, man. I can already feel this one. It's not losing its edge, but it just feels a little bit more resistance, I guess I should say, when I'm trying to get through this stuff. So underneath this fat, there's some it's like a tendon under here and some silver skin also. I'm trying to get off. Tedious work. This is the back strap. So I actually shot 2 pigs that day. The larger one is the one that I think that's the one I posted just a picture of the hog afterwards. That particular outfitter didn't allow they don't allow videoing of hunts, so I didn't have footage of the actual hunt, but I just posted the hog afterwards. So the first hog, was it maybe it's the second? Yeah, the second hog I shot was quite a bit smaller, and that's the one that I'm cooking with today. It was probably, I don't know, maybe 80 or 90 pounds. That's the one I used the first go round for this dish. I used the other back strap, so I figured I had one left, and I think I can get it right. So I just go ahead and figured I'd go ahead and give it a shot with the other back strap there and see how she goes. Actually, not too off the bat on this side. That's not bad. I'm not going to worry too much about that. I think that little bit will actually cook down okay. Alright, so now I'm just going to cut this into some chunks. Then I will go, whether it looks like it may give me a little while, a little working time. So get this cut into some chunks. And then I'll do just like last night, go get a charcoal nice and hot, and throw these on there. I'm thinking 45 minutes to an hour. I may do like one chunk of cherry wood, and then one chunk of hickory, just for it to be a little bit bolder. We'll see. I'll think about it and figure it out once I get out there, maybe. But the plan, so originally I was just going to take these, clean it, season them up. Really simple seasoning this time. I'm not going to go overboard with rubs and too much of that. I'm thinking just coarse sea salt and fresh ground pepper, coarsely ground pepper. So I will season them up. I'll get them on the grill, and then I will come back and sear them really good. Really just looking for a brown, but get them really hot on the stove, and you guessed it, in the garlic butter. And then I'll just get everything all together, get it in the slow cooker, and let the slow cooker work its magic for the next few hours. So hopefully when it's all said and done, we'll have something pretty good finished product. So we shall see. I tell you though, this pork looks really good, and it can't be super fresh. You can't beat it. When I brought them home, and I haven't done this in the past and did pretty good with it, I took it and I did a cold soak. So for like 3 days I had it out, and an ice bath basically. And then as the ice melted, I would pour it off, refresh it, just to pull out some of the blood. And once the water would run clear, that's when it was done. I took it out, and it is it's good. It did good. So all right, I'm gonna get this go out and get this fire going, and then I'm gonna come back in and season them up while the fire is while the coals are getting hot, and I'm gonna get them on the grill and see what we can do. Stick with us. We appreciate it, and we'll check you in a few. Okay, folks, so the meat is went ahead and pulled it off. Gonna get this skillet heated up and get them seasoned up and browned. And what I was talking about. So all of this moisture would have been lost if I just put them directly on the grate. And so I want to just use that and let it cook in when I get them going. So I'm gonna get the skillet hot. Last thing we have to do is season this meat up really good, brown it, and then I'm gonna cut up one of these yellow onions and some minced garlic. Saute that down really good, and everything's going into the cooker. So stand by, and gonna get it going. All right, on to the next. So like I mentioned before, it's gonna go really simple here with just coarse sea salt and some coarsely ground, fresh ground black pepper. And I'm gonna go pretty generously because the puree itself is not seasoned. I didn't put anything into the puree. So I'm gonna season this meat up, season this package pork chunks up really, really good, really generously, because that's gonna have to kind of account for everything, the puree, the meat, the flavor with all of it. So go good, and all I'm using is a peppercorn medley here, really simple. I'm a fan of black pepper also, if you can't tell. And then just your basic, regular, coarse sea salt. Get that in there. I'm gonna just kind of toss them around real good. Try to get everything with something on it, and then whatever, if there's anything left, on the bottom of the pan, I'll just release that, put that straight into the puree. Everything when it goes into the cooker. So right now I got this skillet heating up, and as soon as it's hot, we'll get our garlic butter in there, and get these in and see if we can't brown them up really good. So just hang tight with us, and as soon as the skillet is ready, we are off to the races. All right, I think we are ready. So I'm gonna get a good, healthy serving of spilled some. Ignore that, everything's clean. The butter down here. Yeah, that is nice and hot. And again, it smells magnificent. I need a glove. We'll make it. No, you don't want to overcrowd the skillet, but there wasn't a whole heck of a lot, so I think I can squeeze it all in one batch. If you got too much where the skillet will be overcrowded, then you just do it in batches, one batch at a time. Right. Yep, perfect. And like I said, the little bit of seasoning that's left at the bottom of this pan will just go straight into the cooker. I'm gonna let these try to let them brown, get them brown on all sides if I can. It smells really good, folks. course, while we cook, definitely clean. Got a little bit of butter on this here stove top. Put that off of there. Do it now. Oh no! Do it now so I don't have to do it later. It's doing what I want it to do. Kind of stir through them. See if I can get them flipped over and hit those other sides. There we go. So like the point of this is not really like this is not where I want the cooking to happen. Neither was the grill. This is kind of where, so this is where I just want to round them up, maybe lock in some of the seasoning, some of the flavor from the smoke. Just want to get it maybe locked in there. Okay, looks to be doing pretty good. I just wish you all could smell this pork and this garlic butter. It is something for the ages. Alright, I'm going to give it just a little while longer, then I'm going to pull it because I really don't want them to cook here. Alright. Seems like every time I find one that wasn't flipped, it just keeps coming. Alright, just a little while longer there. I'm gonna call this good. Get these. You know, if I was smart, I would have already chopped up my onion, and then while this pan is still hot, I could be sauteing that onion down, but I have to go and turn that off. I have to cut this onion up. So I'm gonna get this onion cut, and yeah, so get this onion cut and saute that. Throw everything into the cooker. And the next time I see you all, hopefully I will be pulling it out and have a positive review from the taste test committee. So we will check you out here in a few. Had a camera malfunction. All right, stay tuned. Okay, folks, it is done, and when I tell you it is good, this turned out very, very good. The meat is nice and tender. It's not over seasoned like it was before. Really, really, really good flavor in here. This is gonna be, look at that, man, so good. This is gonna be, I would probably say a 8 to 9 out of 10. You can probably mess around a little bit more with the seasoning, but by no means is it lacking. You can probably just try a couple different things, but this turned out really, really well. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Thanks for taking the time to check us out, and like always, feel free, leave us some comments, subscribe and share and like and all that stuff. And I'm gonna enjoy some of this chile verde. All right, see ya.